What's up guys, it's ALLDAYANTHONY. Welcome back to the Civic vlog that you hopefully know and hopefully love, because in today's video, we're selling a car.
I know we grew up a little too fast. I miss the days that we chill and relax. Where did the time go? It all passed. Now I need to go back. I had no worries but always had plans. The only thing I did was dig out the trash. Now it's much harder to laugh. Hard to get up and not work on my craft.
Alright guys, so this video is currently taking place about 4 hours after posting my final walk around of my white Honda Civic over here. And within those 4 hours, I already have a buyer, which is great. Awesome. Super stoked. The downside, that buyer is leaving San Francisco tonight on a plane to come to Boise to pick this up by tomorrow morning and driving this thing back. So, was I expecting that? No, not really, but it's kind of exciting, right? So what I need to do tonight is get this car prepared and get this thing ready to go, roadworthy, to make it back to San Francisco. I talked with the new owner and he is wanting to basically take the wheels and tires off, put them in the back of the car, the trunk, wherever else we can store them, and then he's gonna be driving back with his wife. Now I'm gonna be putting these stock wheels back on the car for right now, and I'm going to attempt to raise it just to make sure that it'll make it in one piece without rubbing or anything like that. I'm gonna make sure to top off the oil, make sure everything's good on fluids and all of that, because yeah, as you can imagine, a little stressful, kind of exciting. So yeah, we're gonna get the car in the garage and start knocking some stuff out. All right guys, so I got the car in the garage here, getting ready to raise it. Now, I went back and checked out the spare set of wheels and tires just to make sure that they were okay. And to be honest, I don't feel comfortable sending him on his way on those because a couple of the tires have a little bit of dry rot on them, and I just don't feel safe doing that. So I'm going to raise this to the best of my abilities to make it so yeah, he has a safe drive, because from here to San Francisco is like, what, 13 hours or something like that, 12 hours, I'm not sure. And I want to make sure that everything is safe. So I'm going to try to raise it to the best of my ability, get it to where there's a little bit more clearance for 2 people in the car, not just one person. And then maybe he might have time to get it aligned tomorrow before he leaves on his road trip. But I'll make sure the fluids are topped off. I'm going to include an extra quart of oil just to make sure anything that needs to get topped off on the way can. And then give him any bit of spare parts that I have from the car during the build. And so, yeah, kind of crazy. I mean, the fact that this is all happening so fast is like, it's a little stressful, right? But it's kind of exciting at the same time. I just want to make sure he has a safe trip back. That's the most important thing to me. And I want to make sure that the car can make it. So I'm gonna start raising this thing up. All right, guys. So I got a couple little boys here drinking some Modelo's, right? Modelo time. So I let them know, I'm like, guys, a little stressed right now. The new buyer coming to pick this up here in 12 hours, whatever the heck it is. And I need to get this done. So I said, I don't need your help with anything. I don't necessarily need a hand. I just need moral support, right? And so Gabe brought his very clean Civic over here. I need to cover that in a future video for sure. But so yeah, right now at this point, raise the front roughly about an inch, right? And I've mentioned before that this suspension right out of the box already comes at a lowered state than you would have. I mean, just basically the second you put them on, you're already lowered. And that's just basically how they're made. And so you can slam these things, which is awesome, but when it comes to getting them to like stock ride height, it's just not possible. Because I think even at the most minimum perch level, I think that you're still already lowered, you know, almost 2 inches, which is crazy. So what I've done is I've tried to raise that to the best of my ability. Like I said, I'm about a 3/4 inch, a little bit higher, so it's a little bit more comfortable for 2 people in it. I went to go raise the rear here, and I brought it up as much as I felt comfortable doing with still having some good meat on the threads. And yeah, it's hard. It's a lowered car, right? What can you do? And so was I expecting it to drive all the way to California? Not really.
Hey, that's exciting, right?
It is exciting, but yeah. So all I'm doing here to raise it essentially is breaking free that bottom collar, breaking free of these 2 right here, rotating the entire inner portion, essentially rotating it up, and giving myself a little bit more distance there, and then locking everything down. And I've done it a couple times to where I did the front, I think twice, right? I did the front twice,
yeah,
right?
Just double check.
Just
try
to,
to the car, try to read the car.
Yeah, I actually had both of them stand on the car just to make sure I still had clearance, and I still had a good 3/4 of an inch of clearance with both of them in the car. So much more than what I had previously, which is good. So I'm hoping it doesn't rub the fender liners like crazy. The rears, fingers crossed that they don't rub like crazy, and hopefully, you know, there's no issues with the tires. And so today is the day that I apparently am getting some cabinets done in the house. So I have this in my garage. Good timing. And then I also brought the Triumph back after being at my work for, I don't know, what, a month right? So I lost some extra room, but so we have 12 Modelos to get through, right? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
That's
4 each.
4 each, right? Yeah. Then probably give it some time before we go out for a drive, right? We'll sober up by all sitting in this car at the same time and making sure the height is good. So yeah. All right, guys. So we got the passenger side raised up here, getting ready to raise this as well. The more time that passes, the crazier that this idea is.
Wow. We're out of time.
So his name's Gabriel. I don't know. I don't know if he wants to be in the video at this point. You might see him tomorrow. I'm going to ask him for his permission if he wants to be in it or not. But Gabriel, you're crazy, man. You're a crazy guy. Not you, a different Gabe. You're crazy, dude. And so, but I think it's awesome. I think this is super cool. So again, it's a weight thing. Most of the time I've been driving around in this car, it's only been me in the car, right? And it rubs pretty minimal. Right? I've driven it pretty hard. It's not super bad.
You put me in the car and things change.
Yeah. So hopefully the tires make it in one piece. But yeah, let's get the side raised. Oh, so the plot thickens, guys. So, right, I'm working hard to get it to where this wouldn't rub with 2 people in it. And then Gabriel's like, I'm also bringing my dog. Gabriel, you're making it really hard for me here. I don't know how big this dog is. I'm hoping it's a small Pomeranian or Chihuahua, because I'm like, guys, I don't want this car to rub. I'm working hard to get this thing raised up, and then they throw the dog into the mix. And so basically 2 people, a dog, 4 extra wheels and tires.
Wait,
yeah.
The extra wheels and tires too?
Yeah, so the extra set of wheels and tires, which I'm gonna have to fit inside here. So
No. I hope it's not a big dog.
I'm really hoping Gabriel, I will find out tomorrow. I really hope this isn't a big dog. But you're being really nice and understanding about all this, so I'm having a good time. It's fun. So yeah, I don't know what else to do. I'm trying to think of anything else. I need to put the wheels and tires in the trunk. I'll do that tomorrow morning.
Definitely drive it and make sure it doesn't rub.
Yeah.
With all of us in the car, let's go drive it.
Are you? What? You're not the size of a dog.
I can act like a Pomeranian.
He could pass.
You can act like a Pomeranian. What?
Okay, I don't think that's necessary.
We really should maybe. Yeah.
We should at least try 3 people in the car driving.
Okay.
Seriously, let's put the wheels on too.
No, what the heck? Okay, we'll load all 3 of us in here. We're gonna go for a drive. I'll give you guys my update here in a minute. And I don't know, the thing is, when you raise and lower a car, you're obviously messing with alignment.
Yeah, you need to get it realigned.
But the car is still driving straight, which is awesome, which I'm super happy about.
Means it was done right.
That is not always the case. But, dude, it's driving nice and smooth.
This feels like a good ride, honestly.
It does. I think I could do this for 14 hours. I mean, like, it's hard to say.
I would take some breaks, maybe.
Yeah.
Stretch the legs a little. That wasn't really
not bad,
pushing
right?
that bad, yeah.
Okay. You know what, dude? I think our test is done.
Okay.
Like, this is not a long-term test, but you know what? I will say it's rubbing significantly less than it was, and I'm happy with that. Okay, well, all right, that concludes our test. So I think that's a wrap. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, everyone. So today is the big day. Wanted to give you one last look of the 2 Civics together for what could be the very last time. I don't know if this car will ever be coming back up from San Francisco, so just wanted to get a shot of them together. Now I'm about to get on the road. I'm meeting him at his hotel, and which is actually just right down the street, which is fine. So I'm probably gonna fill it up with some gas for him, make sure it's good to go, and then once we get there, I'm gonna give him a walk around of the car, basically telling him all the ins and outs, and he said he's cool to be on camera, so that's good. And yeah, crazy, man. Crazy. I think I'm most amazed that this thing's gonna be driving like all the way to San Francisco. That's crazy. Just wanted to give you guys one last shot of the 2 cars together. I think that The red one, still always gonna have my heart. Of course, you guys know that. I love this red Civic. But this white one, it's an awesome car. It really came together great. I'm gonna miss it, but we'll see what's next on the pipeline, right? Who knows? I'm sure there'll be another Honda Civic in my future. We'll have to see. So anyways, we'll jump on the road. All right, just put some gas here. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, so anyways, on my way right now, heading to his hotel, and got everything I need. Tires are in the back seat there and in the trunk. So I have one back there and then the other three in the trunk. Now my only concern is that with that weight being kind of right over the suspension, obviously it's going to cause it to dip a little bit. And so I'm really worried about rubbing in the rear. I'm not worried about rubbing in the front anymore, which is good. But I also think that when we raised the front and tried to raise the rear as much as possible, I think it obviously changed the geometry of the car, so actually caused it to kind of tilt back a little bit, right? Causing it to potentially rub in the rear, and so we'll just have to see how his drive goes. So anyways, jump on the road. All right guys, so just made it to the hotel, so they're on their way down to come pick this thing up, but yeah, dang, reality's sinking in. I'm gonna miss this car. I don't really sell a whole lot of cars, guys. It's not something I do. Typically when I buy something, I hold on to it for many, many years. So the fact that I only had a couple months with this, you know, is, I don't know, makes me sad. Feels like I didn't have enough time. I needed like at least 3 or 4 more years with this car. So yeah, take one last look. But yeah, one last walk around. It's definitely yeah, it's definitely gonna have to have the fenders rolled on the rears, absolutely, 100%, especially if he makes it down to San Francisco, because, I mean, we know what the roads are like there. They're pretty crazy, so. Nuts.
Meta with it, a little behind the scenes. It'd be a great time, wouldn't it?
Oh no!
Car now.
Well, what do you think? Fastest car you've ever driven?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fastest 21-year-old car I've ever driven.
All right, so really quick, Gabriel, it's cool if I film you?
Sure.
Okay, too late. I'm already doing it, right? So yeah, so you're picking this up for you and your wife, right?
Yes.
Pretty exciting, man. You guys came from San Francisco.
Yes, it's going to be a daily commuter. We wanted something that was stick, and this was a perfect opportunity to get it. So.
Dude, heck yeah, man. I'm so pumped for you guys. I think this is going to be awesome. And it's cool that you guys, not only, yeah, both of you and the dog, little Frenchie, cutest little dog I've ever seen. And, but yeah, so basically, just to kind of give you a walk around of the car just really quick. Basically, you've seen the series, you already know, I'm sure you've seen all the videos, but Koenig wheels, brand new tires, all of, you know, the spray paint job I've done that turned out, I mean, it looks good. Can't really tell. Yeah, that's the thing, can't really tell, right? It's not you can't tell, you can't really tell, but yeah, so just giving you guys just a walk around here. Like I said, that rear is the only thing I'm kind of worried about on the drive, just being so low, but I guess we'll have to play it by ear. Told him worst case scenario, the ejecto-ceto, the wheels and tires out of the trunk, and to relieve some weight. But we'll see. I got Dane over here. Dane, can that be the support vehicle on the way back? the ALLDAYANTHONY Honda Civic Adventure. Yeah, no. So, but yeah. One last walk around, and so we're gonna fill out some paperwork now and go from there. But yeah, guys, I'm pumped for them. This is exciting. It's going to some great new owners, and just crazy how the whole thing worked out. So, anyways, keep you updated. You gonna pose for me? Hey,
Sit.
Do you wanna sit? Yes, you're too cute. You're gonna go on a road trip. Yeah, you got the whole back seat to yourself next to another wheel and tire, but you'll be fine. Yeah, I know. Well, guys, that's it. So, crazy, right?
Yeah, no, I can't believe you sold it, but then again, you did a good job. You really did.
I think so. I think so. So, back home I go to the one Civic life, right? Only one now.
How long that'll last.
I know, who knows, right? Maybe we'll see what the future holds for me. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's going to wrap it up. Yeah, I'll give you guys an update. Hopefully he makes it home safe.
Have some words for a finale.
Oh. Dane, you're just showing off now. Anyway, oh, they're below me too. Jeez, I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. All right, guys. So it's been about a week and a half since I sold the white Honda Civic, and as you can see, I am back to that single Civic life, and a very dirty Civic at that. I should probably wash this thing sometime soon. But the good news is that the white Honda Civic made it safely to San Francisco, which is absolutely awesome. And honestly, it looked just as good as when it left, when Gabriel sent me a video of it in his driveway, and super pumped. So basically, I want to say that that whole experience, that whole obviously building the car, but then the selling experience was just absolutely awesome and was everything that I hoped it would be. The new owners are awesome as well. And for those that didn't know, they actually both used to be into Hondas. And so I think she said she had a TSX and then that he had an RSX previously. So they were really excited to get back into a Honda. So if you want to see maybe where that car goes or where it is now, you can actually follow his Instagram. He's not a big social media guy, but he did create an Instagram for the car. And I think like literally within days, he had 1,300 followers for that thing. So check out Cali_EJ8 on Instagram, and you can see where the car goes from here. So anyways, back to the single Civic life. Ready to not neglect this thing anymore. This thing needs some love. It was probably getting pretty jealous of the other one. But you guys are probably wondering a couple different things, right? First off, how much did I sell the white Honda Civic for? I don't really want to, like, I guess, fully disclose the price, but let's just say I made a couple $1,000s over what I put into the car. So, I put about $3,000 into it, so I made a couple thousand over that just to make up my, I guess, my time and all my work I put into it. So it was a good deal for me and the buyer in this situation. So the next question that many people ask is, what about my friends' cars? So if you watched my first couple of videos on the white Honda Civic, you'll know that I explained that my white car was part of a challenge with me and my friends on who could build the cleanest car for a $3,000 budget. And so I wanted to kind of show off a couple of my friends' cars since many people wanted to see. The first one is a 2001 BMW Z3 Roadster. And so this was Dane's here. It was in super rough shape. I mean, the clear coat was peeling and all of that. And his goal for the car was just to clean it up, to make it look like a good car. So he got a lot of paint work done, refinished the wheels, did a lot of maintenance and things like that. And it turned out great. A very good looking OEM kind of flip in his case, where as my friend Levi had his 94 OBS Chevy, and his was pretty rough shape, but he did a ton of work to it to make it look really good and make it look really clean. The paint looked amazing, and he didn't have to do any major paint work, and it really kind of came down to doing some nice, tasteful upgrade mods in his case. So who won the challenge, right? Out of the three of us, with my white Honda Civic, the blue BMW, and the red truck, who ended up winning? Well, actually, it was not me. It was Dane with his BMW. Basically, he was able to fix it and flip it for a far greater value than what I could have ever sold that white Honda Civic for, at least something that I felt comfortable selling it for. So he ended up selling his for $8,000, and he bought his for $1,500. So he won. It was pretty much there was no arguing with that. He definitely won that challenge. And so my friend Levi hasn't sold his yet, so he may be able to take the prize. But I think that the $8,000 that Dane made on his BMW definitely won. And it was more than what I obviously sold mine for. But overall, though, it was a fun experience. I had a really fun time doing it. Now, what I learned from this white Honda Civic project was that I really enjoyed working on it. I really enjoyed filming it. I really enjoyed doing all the budget mods just to really clean it up and showing you guys how to take something that really was never meant to be cool and making it cool, or at least in my opinion. And so my wife saw that I loved doing the whole project. She saw I had a ton of fun, and she even said, yeah, dude, if you find another cheap Honda again and you want to do this again, you should do this because you're really good at it and it really makes you happy. And so that's something I'm definitely considering doing. So I'm going to keep my eye out. I did do a poll on Instagram to see what kind of Honda you guys would like to see me build next, and it was super insightful. You know, a couple big hitters there were an EG hatch, EG coupe. Some people like to see an Integra or an RSX, but really I'm open to suggestions. So if you guys have anything that you would like to see me work on next to maybe make look cool or make OEM plus, or however I would do it, I have no idea, drop it down in the comment, right? Tell me what you guys want to see next, and I'll make sure to keep my eye out. But I will promise you this: if I stumble across a good deal on a Honda that I'm interested in, I am going to buy it. It's not like a question of, you know, I might get it or I might do it. I'm going to do it because I want to try something new. I want to try something different, something preferably other than a Civic Coupe this time. Even though I love this thing will always be a work in progress, but I want to do another kind of fun, quick build like that because it was awesome. It was really, really cool. So again, want to give a shout out to Gabriel. Thank you for being such an awesome buyer. Your wife Monica is awesome. Your dog Mozzie is the cutest freaking thing ever. And it was just an awesome experience. And so have fun with the car. Enjoy it. Keep it safe down there in California. And yeah, we'll see what's next for the All Day Anthony channel. So as always, guys, if you guys like this video, make sure to give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below for more Honda Civic content. I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's All Day Anthony. Peace.